If you're trying to sell to e-commerce brands using standard B2B sales practices, you're wondering why your conversion rates are terrible, here's what's happening. You're very likely sending the same LinkedIn message that works for SaaS companies. You pitch during the Q4 busy season when they can't even answer emails. You talk about investing in growth to founders who are bootstrapped and counting every single dollar. And you're probably targeting prospects on professional networks when 40% of successful e-commerce businesses aren't even participating. The problem isn't your sales skills, it's that you're playing by the wrong rules. E-commerce businesses operate in a completely different world from standard B2B. And until you start playing by their rules and understanding these differences, you'll keep losing deals to competitors who do. But here's what happens when you finally understand how e-commerce businesses actually buy. You start finding prospects your competitors can't even see, like the 735,000 who stay off LinkedIn but are actually actively buying services. You time your outreach for their slow season when they actually have bandwidth to consider new solutions. You speak their language of immediate ROI and revenue impact instead of generic business benefits. And you match their fast decision-making style instead of dragging them through a complex sales process. Your conversion rates can actually 2 to 3x because you're finally selling to e-commerce businesses the way they want to buy, instead of forcing them into a traditional B2B box that never fit in the first place. So I discovered this shift the hard way when I was generating leads for various e-commerce agencies. We target prospects using LinkedIn and standard B2B databases, but our outreach was falling flat. And then I started digging deeper and found that successful 7-figure e-commerce businesses that actually had zero professional presence on LinkedIn. So $1 million Shopify stores run by founders who avoided LinkedIn completely. And that's when it hit me. If we couldn't even find these businesses in our databases, how are we supposed to sell to them? And if they're avoiding traditional business channels, they probably hated traditional sales approaches too. Now, here's the myth that's killing your e-commerce sales conversions. B2B is B2B. Business buyers all act and buy the same way. But e-commerce founders operate completely differently. Most are bootstrapped, not funded. They make decisions based on immediate ROI, not long-term strategy. They're obsessed with metrics like conversion rates and customer lifetime value, not brand awareness or efficiency gains. And many successful ones actively avoid professional networks and traditional business channels. This isn't just a different buying style, it's a completely different business mindset. While traditional B2B buyers think quarters and budgets, e-commerce founders think in cash flow, cycles, and inventory turns. And until you understand that difference, you'll keep pitching to the wrong psychological profile. So here's exactly why most B2B sales approaches crash and burn with e-commerce merchants. I call this the e-commerce sales failure triangle, and it shows the 5 levels where traditional B2B sales break down. Level 1, the foundation, is visibility. Most salespeople are fishing in the wrong pond entirely. Level 2 is timing. You're calling when they're either swamped or they're broke. Level 3 is risk. You're talking about investments to people that may be in survival mode. Level 4 is metrics. You're speaking about efficiency when they only care about revenue. And at level 5, the peak, is process. You're overcomplicating decisions for founders who just want results. And here's the key insight. You have to get all 5 levels right. Fail at any level and you'll never make it to the top where e-commerce decisions actually get made. Most B2B salespeople crash at the foundation and wonder why their proven tactics don't work. So if you've been struggling to sell to e-commerce businesses, now you know why. It's not that your sales skills are broken, it's that you've been using traditional B2B approaches on a market that operates by completely different rules. E-commerce founders think differently about risk, timing, metrics, and decision-making. They're often invisible in the places you've been looking for them, and they hate sales processes that work everywhere else. The good news? Once you understand these 5 levels, visibility, timing, risk, metrics, and processes, you can start adapting your approach to match how e-commerce businesses actually want to buy. Stop trying to force them into a traditional B2B box and start speaking their language instead. If this video helped you see exactly where your e-commerce sales process is falling flat, I need a quick favor. Share this video and tag me so that I know it resonated with you. It tells me what type of content helps you the most, and it helps others who may also be struggling to sell to the e-commerce space. If you're not following me yet, hit that follow button because I'm creating more content like this so you can master selling and marketing to the e-commerce space. See ya.